Let's see if I can get a flight in here. Been having some crashing issues with no sync on a couple of my monitors here, and one of them does my OBS. So let's hope we can get through this flight. Alright, I've got my low data sheet. We're just getting ready to get out of here. We're in Carlos Ibanez, and we're heading to Topal International. This is was it a JetSmart? JetSmart 252. Let's get going. TC switch. Standby, alternate. Fuel pumps, alternate flaps, hydraulic pumps. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green. Weather radar to test. Master caution reset. Faulting up. Fire warning. Ground power is available. We're set for ground there. Cycle that. Position. Park and brake is set. Flaps are up, up, and up, and we can have that. Leading edge devices. Servicing the phone. Reverses. Easy switches are unguarded. Crew oxygen. Passenger oxygen is fine. Early for stall warning. Alright, 3 green. PSEU is out. We'll come back for that. That is fine. Get this flight in quick. Good. Alright, flight controls A and B on guard, all the flaps off guard, spoilers on guarded, your dampers on, VHF, normal, IRS, normal, FMC, normal source selector, crossfeed check. AC DC panels good, equipment cooling is set for normal, emergency exit lights, no smoking seatbelt sign. Overheat test. TAT. That should extinguish. That's good, that's good. Let's get some doors open here. Alright, that's good. Test, test, test. Pressurization panel's fine. No erroneous numbers. Temperature's fine. There's the caution reset.
Yo, Swan.
What's up?
How are you today?
Not too bad. Pretty good. Trying to get a quick flight in before my wife comes in and bothers me.
Nice.
That's good. We're all set here. Today's flight is what? 340. That is set. We're good here. First flight. Alright.
Yeah, there was definitely an update today.
Oh really? I didn't see one. Interesting. And SCTE. flight number is 252. And on the way in, right. Two A, 35.
Be down yonder on the trail at Gucci. It gets hotter than hoochie coochie.
Let's have a look at that. And let's take a look at you real quick. $600 above 2, geek 'em above 5, above 7. That's Iran. That takes care of the departure. Let's take a look at the arrival. Chalk 2. And what do we have coming in here? Silas is going to be 3, right? Alright, let's get these in now.
So, like I said, I work on the ambulance, right? And, so we have this thing called foot wash, which is basically an African American celebration, blah, blah, blah. And, it can be quite dangerous. A lot of partying, a lot of guns, a lot of drugs. And, so I have to work that on the ambulance. And, my boss just texted and said, probably won't be going into the event. Sheriff's office will not be going in unless somebody gets killed.
After Snell, we've got PUERTO, PUTRU. And then we're into chop. Alright, let's go have a look. We're heading straight in for 3-5, so and let's get rid of that. Give me, after Silas, we've got Straight in. And let's check that. And give me give me fuel. Let's take a look at the fuel. Hey Joe, how's it going? I just noticed you there. I don't know how long you've been sitting. I've been going back and forth with setting this flight up. I want to try and get it in before my wife comes and grabs me. Alright, block fuel was 17,669. And give me payload. And in there and back to you. Zero fuel weight. 128.8. Our final reserve is going to be 2.2. This is 30. And what's our flight level? 340. That's in. Give me cruise winds here. .258 at 6.2. We're not going to derate. Okay, CG is in that. It's going to be $1.49. And let's get that in. What's our average ISA? Average ISA is 4. And what do we have on the back end? Ooh, don't go too far, Johnny. And 27 scattered, and we got 1019. And there you go. We don't have to worry about any ice. We're going to be doing 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. Let's go get that right now. We'll put that in. $243 at 81. And 15, 246, 52. And 265 at 27. And that should be good. Alright, that takes care of that. Now, let's get these. Alright, I don't need you anymore. Doesn't bring that screen down, does it? Let me go get rid of that load data sheet, because I don't think I can get this on top. Can I? Oh, there you go. It just popped. I thought I was going to have to get out of the flight deck. Motorized throttle quad? Yeah. But I'm looking into trying to get one from Flight Deck Solutions. Pat got one from overseas, over in Europe. Since the entire flight deck was made by Flight Deck Solutions, well, with the exception of my flight illusion gauges, I'd like to keep it all Flight Deck Solutions. So I'm saving my dollars because it's an expensive throttle quad, And I'm also waiting for compatibility with 2020 and as well as X-Plane 12, because I'd like to use this flight deck with both platforms. So, in the meantime, we're up to the pedestal. So let's get this all set up. We're starting from, give me you, and what did I say we have here? Alright. 1099. If we have to come back, it's already in. 256. You're set. That's going to be 1200. And let's get these radios set. Yeah, ground 121.9. See if ground is on. And towers 118. 7.
1773, tower 1050 at 10, runway 35 left, signal.
We're land on 35 left, American 1773.
Let's make sure they're on too.
American 680.
Okay.
33 Papa, turn right heading 105.
105, right there, 55.
Like 33 Papa, tied departure, good day. Like 33 Papa, turn departure.
Okay, so you're set. That's good. All right, terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master. Weather station, airport data, position. Our initial is 2. And we're going straight up. I said 134. Alright, so we're good here. Nose wheel steering is normal guided. Let's check these displays. And the lowers. Auto flight system. Alright, so artificial horizon is level 45 on a speed take, ground speed 0. We've got V1 of 137, 149 V2. 34,000 is the altitude, and let's just cycle that. I don't know why I get HPA for some reason. And pressure's good, and 256 on the heading. I've got terrain on the nav display. And one is set, speed reference is set to auto, reset the fuel flow, rejected takeoff. Down.
United 481, runway 34 left, land away.
You.
481.
Models.
United 478, can I departure?
You're good, TCAS.
United 481, RNAV trigger, runway 34 left, takeoff, wind 06011.
Ground proximity. Let's get these doors buttoned up too. Let's get out of here quick.
That's 3231 Denver Tower, I'm 34 left, line of way.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, terrain, pull up. Airspeed, full,
3847, can I departure? That's 3231, RNAV linger, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff, wind 07014. RNAV linger, clear for takeoff.
And that test is done. And let's check you. Very good.
That's 3562 tower.
That's the only thing that was outstanding.
4 left, line of way.
Here we go.
you. Swing that around. We've got, what I say, 3-5. Getting old, you forgetting stuff. Yeah, we got 3-5 on the way out. Short taxi.
United 41, United First. United 41.
Waiting on the APU. Alright. And we'll give the APU a minute.
Gas 3560, your nav trigger, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff, wind 07010. Our nav trigger, 5560, clear takeoff, clear for left.
Hopefully we won't run into another no-sync issue. When that happens, I lose my stream, I lose my CDUs. I don't lose the flight though, I can actually go in and pause it, reset everything up, but it is a bit of a pain. Hopefully that won't happen. Still trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Runway 28, clear for takeoff, traffic at 2 miles out, runway 3 to left. Other roll, runway 28, southwest 212, I see. So 212, contact right.
Alright.
Going over.
And you. We're all buttoned up. Let's just make sure here. Zero fuel weight and 1 speed, stabilizer trim, fuel pumps. Yeah, APU is up and running. Yep, APU Gen 2, we're on. Oh, yeah, APU, very good. And we are set for gate departure. Alright, we're backing out on our own power, so let's get those packs off. Anti-collision lights coming on, and we're starting number 2.
1166, wind 310 at 10, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Runway 28, clear for takeoff, southwest 11.
I don't have standby gauges again today because I forgot to put them on. I'm not getting out to do it now. Hopefully they won't be needed.
Right when able, then contact ground today. Right to ground, 771 today.
Seems like it takes just a touch too long to start light up.
We're ready, American 1717. American 1717, wind 310 at 11, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 28, American 1717.
I've been pretty good so far. I think I got a flight in all week, every day. It's been a good week. My pulmonologist hit on some good medication that's been helping me out finally. Be nice I could do this on a regular basis. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we're going to take you, confirm, and give me isolation valve to close, right back to auto, and we're starting number 1.
Clear to land, 33 left, south 16. So 1608, turn right at Fox, press right, PUNTA, then contact ground. Good day. Right at Fox, PUNTA, better around southwest 16. Look out, southwest 147, visual approach 33 left. Southwest 147, tower, wind 300 at 12, runway 33 left, clear to land. Clear to land, 33 left, southwest 147. Southwest 590, tower, runway 28, line up and wait, traffic short final, runway 33 left. Line up and wait, 28, southwest 590. Towers, Metro 17. Metro 17 tower, request to rent. Put you on to the threshold of 10 for about 20 seconds. Metro 17, that's short of runway 10 for departing traffic. Oh, short of 10.
Alright, let's back out. You should actually be off.
590, wind 300, hold at 13, gusts 19er, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
And let's get rid of these jocks. And that caught. And the stairs. And then we can get out of here. And we are disconnected and we moved. All right, let's go. We are making a left out of here.
17 proceeding on to 10, thank you.
I don't know if you can tell, but the map from Navigraph Maps doesn't match up MS 2020 all that well. It's got us outside the pad already. One of my better ones. All right, let's get you up, and you are coming on. TA and PUERTO. And you know what?
Traffic will depart and hold in position. Runway 28, wind 300 at 10, gusts 19er. Runway 33 left, clear to land. Clear to land.
All right.
2490.
Yeah, a few cutoffs. Idle to 10. Engine selected. Yeah. AC selected. Gen 1 probe heat on. Engine wing, any ice is required, they're off. Hydraulic pumps, bleed air, exterior lights, APU, master caution recall, we already did. Flaps are set for takeoff, transponder, weather radar, and flight controls. Alright, we out of here.
We got a real bond here. A real pilot. My gosh.
Tower 4700 there, Fox. Joining the final crew through right. Number 470 Juliet Foxtrot Tower, wind 320 at 11, gusts 19er, runway 33 right, clear to land, sir. Clear to land, 33 right, 470 Juliet Fox. Spirit wing 35 Tower, you up?
Yeah, these charts are a little weird.
That
shouldn't be there. That should not be there.
Runway 28, wind 320 at 11, gusts 19er, runway 33 left, clear to land.
Well, she's matching up pretty good now. Well, today's flight is 736 miles.
Takeoff 28 spare wings, 835. Delta 2419, turn out at Foxtrot, the traffic, ground today. Foxtrot, ground, good day. West 609 Tower, runway 28 to line up and waste, traffic landing, runway 33 left.
Get my clock going.
Airlines 835, contact the Fox, take care. Airlines 835, good day.
Attendants, exterior lights, engine start, select these, auto throttle, transponder, and bogger brake release, and we're on our way at 40%.
300 at 9er, gust 18, runway 33 left, clear to land. Clear to land, 33 left, southwest 2121.
Alright, 40%.
609, can you take it right out? 609, traffic 2.5 mile final, runway 33 left, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Stable. Thrust is set, airspeed's active. Check, throttle hold. Gear up. That's a great view. All right, go ahead, PMDG. You can have it. We're heading straight out anyway. Let's take a look at our departure. Don't need that. Flaps up. We had a little bit of the outer bands by us. We got a little bit of rain, but not much from that hurricane, Joe. Not much at all. Nice view. Just enough clouds to make it interesting. Not enough to obscure the view. Oh yeah. So we're well above 2,000 for our first waypoint there, so that constraint's met. And 5,000 on the next one above at Gicam. And we're above that already as well. We're at 5,500, so. 7,000's the next at Ciron, and we're closing in on 6 already. So we're pretty much good. 250 knot climb out, right on the money. Nice job, PMDG. Nice job. So what do you got? 90 miles to top of climb, and we got 728 miles to go. Fingers crossed that we don't have another no-sync issue along the way. Then I lose my stream and I lose my CDUs. And let's change frequencies now, shall we? Sorry, we should have 15.9 on the fuel. We've got 15.9 on the fuel. That's looking pretty good. That's 10,000. Right out of the ballpark. PMDG, beautiful job. That view is amazing. I think what I'm going to have to do is get a filter for that camera. I think that side view is a little too bright during the daytime. I don't even know if they sell filters for that. What might work is a piece of tint, maybe. Some piece of window tint. That might do it. That little side view you see out that window is coming from a tiny camera about that big. That's interesting. Where's my cruise? And my flight data is gone out of here. That's interesting. It's going from that one too. Let's make that. We're gonna boogie. We're gonna update now. Now let's do cruise. See if that's going to make it update. That's interesting. Let's see what happens on the way in. Yeah, I believe so. This should be a good ride the whole way. We got a little bit in between, but not much. Oh, there you go. She just kicked in now. That definitely should not have been blank.
Egypt Air 995.
Geekum, what did I say we should have on the fuel? 15.5. We're at 15.4. We're a touch behind. We got a 34 knot headwind we're hitting right now. And we're going 305. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Thought it was there when I finished programming. I'm going to go back and take a look at the video and see. I thought those numbers were in. If not, I'm really getting bad. That's 18, and they're already, oh, they're not running around already. Good. We're not getting blown around. That's pretty much the end of that chart, so. Oh, I don't want you. Give me you. These fat fingers don't want to work. There we go. All right. That's an amazing view. And look at the snow up on the mountains. Pretty cool.
Yo, that's pretty cool setup that you got there.
So we have 60 miles at top of climb, another 700 to go.
Does everything work in the cockpit?
What's that?
Does everything work in the cockpit, or is there some things that don't work?
There's a few things I still have to work on. My flight illusion gauges aren't working yet. That's pretty much it. That and my rudder trim gauge. But the rudder trim itself works. It's just gauges basically that are left. Everything else is all up and running.
And as soon as you start the sim, does it just all work? Like you don't have to set anything up or anything?
No, this always starts up cold and dark. Sitting at a...
No, I mean as far as like you don't have to reset up any screens or anything.
No, well, everything is all lined up every time I turn everything on. I'm using the pop-out panel manager to do all my panels, and they're memorized. So every time I bring up the pop-up panel manager, I just make sure I'm in the same view in the 3D panel looking at the 3D display. Then I just hit the pop-out panel manager button, start, and all of them go right to their correct location. Same thing with the CDUs that I'm running from a second computer. They go right into position.
So how does it? So you said you've got two computers running this.
Yeah, one computer basically runs the entire show with the exception of my two CDU monitors. The second computer only runs those two monitor screens. That's it. Everything else is run on one computer. 7 monitors.
And is it all through one USB or like multiple USBs?
No, it's multiple USBs. There's a couple of USB hubs that I'm using that has everything plugged in, because these are all USB components. Each one of these radios, the throttle quad, the two CDUs, the monitors have their own connectors. So, yeah, it's a whole ton of USB connectors. Probably about 20 of them, I would say. But everything else in here just plugs into their controller boards.
That is insane.
Yeah, the company Flight Deck Solutions, the company up in Canada that built all the equipment.
How much did this set you back, if you don't mind me asking?
Everything, the flight deck, the computers, the networking, the whole kit and caboodle was $100 grand.
Fuck me.
Yeah. And it takes up my 2-car garage. So our family car is parked out in the driveway every day.
And is it just you that flies it, or do you have any children, or, you know, your wife, or anything?
Just me. My wife doesn't fly. We don't have any children. That's why I can afford something like this. So it would be nice if there was one, at least a couple of people in the neighborhood that was into this. This way I'd have somebody in the right seat, or I could jump in the right seat every now and then. All the people that I know are out west. So, and I can't convince my wife to move out to Arizona. That's not going to happen. So, then I'd have a first officer, and I'd have a captain when I went over to his house, if we did that. Because he has his own flight deck just like mine. Pat.
So you've got your own YouTube channel and everything?
Yeah, I set up basically I set up that channel for other individuals that are trying to do the same thing, save up enough money to, set up their own flight deck. When I was growing up, this is what I wanted to do. And every now and then, as I was saving money to do this, it would begin to want to burn a hole in my pocket. And I'd go on YouTube and I'd watch some videos of individuals that had already made this dream happen. And it would get me to focus again on why I was saving that money. It kept me from spending it. And in the end, I got what I wanted. So I put the YouTubes up, basically, so anybody else that has that same urge and wants to go the same route I did, hopefully it'll keep them from spending that money on something they really didn't want. And, they can save it, get their flight deck. Would be nice. Right now, I'm on S2020, Sam.
So which version of, obviously it's a 737 cockpit, are you using the PMDG?
Yes, the PMDG is the aircraft that's being utilized for a device interface manager, which is the hardware-software go-between that allows every button and switch that I touch, move, turn to activate in the 3D panel in PMDG.
So is it done through all the PMDG software, or is it as well as certain buttons are set up with the control panel in
Well, I'm using the PMDG aircraft itself with all of the controls set up. Then none of that's been touched other than the 3D panel. I got rid of the 3D displays, so I just look at the outside view. Right, that's the only thing I do with PMDG. And then Device Interface Manager, which is another program that runs on the outside, is where all this was configured, all the lights, the buttons, dials, to work, so it recognizes that plane within 2020. But that's where all the work
is. That's cool. So, how does it work with using Discord and stuff? So I see you've got a little tablet on the side there.
Well, I've got Discord. I have a server computer that's behind my center screen here that runs the OBS software. And then the OBS software shoots the stream out to YouTube. And then I also have Discord running. And in Discord, I just share my screen. And then I have my headphone and microphone set up for Discord. And then YouTube just picks up the audio as well.
That's wicked, man.
We're getting a little bit of cloud covers picking up out here. Not getting nothing.
Would you ever consider getting up trying to see, do they make a heads-up display, with the pull-down display that you can get in some versions of the 737?
There's actually, it's funny you mentioned that, Pat 738 met an individual at one of the expos, and they make HUD displays, and they're in the early process, maybe alpha or beta, of putting together a HUD display, so the box will fit here and there'll be a little screen here. So that's coming in the future. Yeah, that will be happening.
Would you add that to your setup, or do you think you'd leave it out?
It depends. It's pretty tight in here and I'm pretty clumsy. The box would actually have to sit right here where the speaker is and where the emergency escape rope would be. So And the way I bang into it, it's a pretty delicate instrument, so I might.
Yeah.
I might, it depends. That puts us at cruise.
What about, like, do you have the whole fuse board and everything, or is that?
No, I don't have the breaker panel in the back. That I don't have set up. There would be too much heat in here. It's one of the reasons why I don't have windows. I could put windows in here too, but the heat that would just generate in here, you'd melt. I'd actually have to hook up the blowers in here, so you'd have air. Right now, I just have a split AC unit on the wall that blows it right into the windows.
Yeah. Because I know there's a breaker panel at the top as well as the one behind the co-pilot seat.
Yeah, you have the forward panel, the aft overhead, and then there's a small panel behind that as well.
Do you have that little panel behind on that?
No, I just have the metal plate at the end.
Ah, okay. So is it all metal or is some of it plastic, like the panels itself?
These panels, some of them are metal. These are all metal. All this is all solid construction, all of it. Even the yoke, these are solid pipes, metal pipes. All of it.
That's cool.
No, the whole thing. This is all metal. These are metal plates that are in here. I mean, there's something. You got the plastic knobs and some of these buttons in the throttle quad. There's plastic mixed in with it, but it's high quality stuff. The material that they've used to put this together.
So does your yoke, like I just saw that you did little slight turn to the right there, does your yoke turn with it, or is that independent?
Oh yeah, they're connected. If I move this one, the right one will turn. I move it this way, they'll move together. Same thing with my rudder pedals. I move my rudder pedals, they're connected, although the toe brakes are independent.
I mean, like whilst you're an autopilot, the yokes themselves will turn.
No, they're not motorized. They don't have stepper motors in them. Yeah, no, they won't move with the auto. Just like the throttles won't move or the trim wheels. They're not motorized. There's no stepper motors in them.
It'd be cool if they were. That'd be
my
really
big concern with the stepper motors is I'm going to burn my skin because I have a habit of leaning, and I lean on one of these trim wheels when they're spinning up.
Well,
burn mark on my
I don't know. Does it have the little handle on it?
Yeah, the handle doesn't pop out, but the handle's in here.
Because
So if you wanted to spin these manually, you could. These were actually bolted in place, but I took this throttle apart. This is the only thing that's not from Flight Deck Solutions. This is a JetMax throttle. But I took it apart, and this was plastic, this plate here that kept cracking, so I made a metal plate for it. I put backlighting in. I replaced the parts that were in here because they were like 7 years old. And I replaced the controller card because I was having some issues with the controller. I'd have to unplug the throttle quad, plug it back in because it would lock up. All those problems are gone now. So, and in the process, I made it simpler to take this apart. I'd have to take this out to get underneath to loosen up the bolts. I moved the bolts to the top, took those two side ones out, so these just slide, and I can take the whole thing apart right from here now. It makes it that much easier.
Yeah. Did you fly 737?
In the real world,
as a career?
Long time ago, I small stuff, the Cessnas and whatnot, up in New York for American flyers, but nothing bigger than that. Once I took my first class medical and I found out that I had a right-sided bundle branch block and some heart murmurs. The doctor told me, he says, listen, you passed your first class medical, he says, but chances of you making the majors are probably not good. And that's back then. Now I'd probably get in with no problem, but back then they were really tough about who they were going to take. And he says, listen, he says, I'm American Airlines. I'm the guy that's doing the hiring, right? I got 10 pilots and I've got 3 positions, right? You're the only guy that has a heart issue. You think you're going to get picked? Think about it. And I sat there and I said, you know what? You're right. They're not going to pick me. So I didn't want to spend all that money after I dropped about 30 grand to begin with back then for block time and wet aircraft. I had a blast. It was great, you know. Then I got married, and then she was like, don't more fly. So this is the next best thing, because I can roll out of bed. I don't have to get in my car. I don't have to go to the airport. Granted, I don't get to fly in a real thing, but I can come in here every day and do this, which is pretty cool. And since I'm on oxygen and I don't get out much, it's perfect. Niles! How you doing, Niles? I didn't even notice you were down there. How's it going, brother? That's the gentleman down there. You see Mr. Odom? I don't know if you see on the list in YouTube. He's the gentleman that created the device interface manager, go-between. So he's the genius behind this stuff.
So are you live on YouTube now?
Oh yeah, I do. I try to do YouTube and then I do Discord at the same time, if I can. So this way I have the opportunity to actually speak to people instead of just typing, or they have to type in and I talk to them. They can go on Discord and we can chat as well. I'm surprised my voice is doing as well as it does. Usually I get laryngitis rather quickly. I was a first responder up in New York during 9/11 way back when, and I have some health issues, which is why I don't go anywhere, and that's why I have this. I can't take TV all day long. My brain would be mud. This helps me from going crazy. You know, it keeps me not just flying it, it's setting it up in the background, going to Navigraph, getting a real flight in the real world, you know, running the same exact route. So it makes it interesting.
It's definitely...
Before I know it, the day's gone. Man, the days just go by quick, which is rather nice instead of just standing there staring at the TV all day.
Yeah, and the lazy boy, or what are they called? Is it lazy boy?
Yeah, lazy boy, yeah. 13.4, fuel's looking good. What do we have? Just under 600 miles to go. 460 miles to top of descent.
What are you, where are you flying, sorry?
I'm in, we're in Chile.
Oh, nice.
I'm running was it a JetStar? I think it's a JetStar flight. I'd have to look at the low data sheet again, because the airport names like down there are this big. I don't remember. But it's SCCI to SCTE.
Right, yeah.
So I think it's about an hour and a half, about an hour and 40 minutes, somewhere in there, the flight. Which is usually what I run, no more than that.
I see that you got the dome light switch there. Does that actually work?
These? Oh yeah. The map lights? Oh yeah, I turn these on. Yeah, these are working.
No, the dome light right at the top.
Oh yeah, this dome light, the dome light up here will work as well. I could put it on from down here, the floodlight. If I was, let's turn this off. And then you can see this is on down here, and then we can turn that off.
Oh, that's cool.
The only thing I'm working on is I got to shorten the overhead. I have to figure out. Once I get that working, then the lights on the aft overhead and the forward overhead will be lit up again.
Oh, damn,
They were working up to about 3 months ago. I haven't been able to find it yet.
I'm sitting there with my little Thrustmaster yoke and throttle, and then you got that.
That's how I started, believe it or not, up in New York, a little corner. Greetings from Brazil. How's it going? It's hard for me to see the names. Is that Vixus? If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, my friend. It's hard for me to see it. But Brazil, yeah, not bad. I'm down Chile right now. Heading on.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
How do you remove the, when you do external inspection in Microsoft Flight Simulator, how do you remove those, what's it called? The one that locked the computer to the covers.
That will be down to whichever aircraft, so...
Yeah, that would be independent, yeah, you're right.
Which aircraft are you flying?
I'm flying Diamond D820 C-1 by... It's a new aircraft, it just came out, I don't remember the brand.
Do they have some type of graphic user interface, some GUI interface? There might be something in there where you can actually take them off.
What interface are you talking about?
Most of these...
What aircraft is this?
Hold on, let's stream.
Yeah, I would think there would be some type of graphic interface, for like...
graphic interface.
Oh, the DA20C1.
Yeah.
DA20C1. I mean, the first thing look at the manual, see if it says how to do it.
Yeah, the manual. It's funny that I know how to fly this aircraft, but
Unless it's
I
automatic.
don't know how to move it.
Unless once you get past a certain point of startup, maybe they just disappear if there's nothing there. To get rid of them manually.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point.
Is there an EFB or something?
Right, if it comes with an electronic flight bag, or maybe it's done from a seat, if it's got one, or sometimes.
No, it's a class. It's doesn't have anything fancy going on. You see, it has those engine covers and pitot covers and static cover. So
Maybe
the chocks.
Does it have the ability to start up cold and dark, or to start up running, or anything like that? Have you tried different startup procedures and see if they go away?
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna start this aircraft and see if they go away. So, main battery on, fuel pump on, mixer for rich, fuel prime. What? Why can't I turn on the fuel prime?
Alright, we're a cruise. I'm gonna go get a quick drink. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, I gotta hold it.
And I gotta direct that air conditioning down toward me. It's getting warm in here. I'll be right back.
Alright. This is funny. If you see what's going on, the cover is still there and the propeller is spinning. Oops.
I can't find a manual for it, so your best have a look in your directory to see if there's a menu, a manual. There'll be something in the cockpit to take them off. It won't be from external.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
Like, is there a certain panel or switch or something?
Okay, this is cockpit cover is supposed to come off as well, and this is the handle for it, but I guess it's working. Nope.
Is there no tablet or anything?
Okay, this handle works. No, there's no tablet. Parking brake. There's gotta be a place where I click. Oh shit.
Don't pull the fuel cut off. Oh, this is supposed to be gradual.
Alright. Oh yeah, the clouds are starting to pick up out there now, big time. What are we coming up? 351.
Hello.
Alright. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh man, that is fantastic. Look at that view out the right window. I know the camera's not doing it justice, but wow, man, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
The fact that you can actually lean over to look just adds another level of realism that most people are never going to get.
I was going to put projectors in, but back when I was building all this, the short throw projector that I was using, I set one up and it just looked too washed out. Didn't like the look. So I went with the high definition monitors instead. I'm going to have to deal with the bezels, but it's not that bad. You forget about those right quick. And the lighting at night because of the backlighting is just amazing. I don't think the projectors can get there just yet.
So you can actually get, on Amazon, you can get these bezel hiders, like a universal bezel hider, and it will basically like link the screens together so it looks like it's just one whole screen.
Oh, I think I've seen them, yeah. I don't know if they come in lengths of like 75 inches though. I saw a couple of them. They look like they roll out. But I haven't found any that go that high. If I could find them that go that high, that would be something to look into, that's for sure.
Let's have a look.
Come on.
Oh yeah, we got a ways to go. And there is nothing out there, look at that. Nothing but mountains and water. Something happens and you go down here, boy, you're in serious trouble.
Where did you purchase that plane from?
The developer gave it to me for free.
$380 to go.
Oh God. How do I make this work? Okay, I gotta YouTube it. Alright guys, catch you later.
Alright, have a good one. Glad you
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna review this aircraft on my YouTube channel, Buddy Spike. You can check it out maybe in a few days.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
I guess someone is promoting a YouTube channel.
He's promoting his YouTube channel over someone else's YouTube channel.
Does he even know what he's talking about if he's going to be reviewing stuff?
Yeah, I think if you're having difficulty trying to get the covers off the aircraft, you should read the manual, I think, before you're going to do a review. Would be a good idea.
Should be reviewing the manual.
Yeah, review the manual first.
Yeah, the manual existed out of words. It was very understandable. It was in plain English.
Let's get rid of that. Let's bring this up. Let me check the back end. And chalk, I said, right?
So are you with the traffic? Looking for it.
At or above 5, at or above 4, and CLS wasn't in before, right? That's in now, at or above 3. That all looks good.
I'm just looking at your
Let's get that.
flight deck startup procedure, and that looks insane from the outside. It's huge.
Hey Jim, how's it going, my friend? The clouds look good? Yeah, I know, I'm telling you, they look, I mean, you're not seeing them as well as I am. with the camera. The camera's only 1080p, but yeah, looking at them in here on the screen, they look amazing, Jim. I think I got to get some tint for that right camera, though. That first officer's view there. It's a little too bright. So that's all looking good. That is good. Let's go back and have a look at. I'll get this in now. Alright, 2, 3, 3, 5, 4. And CLS at 3. Yep. And yeah, we got time for that. Nice, Jim. I heard that was one expensive repair, man. I feel for you. Both of them had to be replaced. And Pat was telling me, man, that's rough. All right, Signal. 12 on the fuel. We're at 12 right now. What are we looking at still? We got 339 at top of descent, 477 to go. A little bit of a ways. And 5-2. Yeah, you're not kidding, Jim, man. I said, what you just spent? That would have. I told Pat. I said, man, I said that would have got me a motorized throttle quad from Flight Solutions. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend more time out of the States there, Jim. I've been doing a lot of flying in the States. It's been all cities. I tell you, the mountains, the valleys, and the rivers, they just look phenomenal. I think I'm going to be doing more flying outside the States. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. I'm glad you found the channel.
We could just continue down to Lakeshore for a couple months. That's not bad, right?
So far, no complaints. MS 2020 and PMDG are performing beautifully. From cold and dark to where we are right now. And we're 32 minutes since we left the runway and well over an hour since I started, cold and dark. So far so good. Forgot to bring up my standby gauges, so that's why they're blanked out. Could go probably put them in, but they're a bit of a pain. Can't wait till I replace that whole plate, put in the actual gauges. I have a monitor. The monitor right now runs all the way across here, down and across. I have a small one that's going to fit right in here. And I have the triple gauges from Flight Illusions already mounted on a metal plate. This is going to come out, no one's going to go right in its place. And I have one ribbon cable is going to plug right into the controller. Done. It's on the list. It's on the list. If it wasn't for my breathing, I'd be able to get in there and bend over and get this stuff done, but by the time I get in there and get in position, I have to get out to catch my breath. It stinks. But I have to take the good with the bad. Oh, look at that, 127 knot wind slapping us from just about the side. Keep pushing us along. We should have 11.3 and vert route. We're 11.7 right now. Clouds do really seem to have picked up out to the east here. And the view never gets old. And absolutely amazing. Oh, and the brake gauge next year, Jim, to add to the collection? Yeah. Yeah, my next piece of item I want to add would be the motorized throttle cord from Flight Deck Solutions. I'd like to keep it all FDS, but it's a lot of money. But I know once I have it in my possession, I'm going to get years and years of use out of it with no problems. Their quality on their hardware is just exceptional. This bad boy's got 8 years going so far, this entire flight deck. The only thing that I replaced, because I wanted to, I added lights in here. I added some parts inside the MCP. That's it. You can't beat that. The quality is just phenomenal. Just straighten that wind out and get it behind us. 128 knots. Ooh, yeah. .286 to go, top of descent. 4 1/4. And that's the end of our ride. Looking at 7.7 in the fuel. And this has been a great ride. Nothing to complain about at all. Okay. The wife needs me for a second. I will be back.
Air Canada 410, center, climb flight level 350. Climb flight level 350, Air Canada 410. 404, center, climb flight level 250. United 180, Toronto. United 180, go ahead. United 180, initial descent for Newark. Descend now, flight level 330. 330, United 180. United 180, contact on that 119er, 37 today. 11937, United 180. Air Canada 450, center, climb by level 270. 270, Air Canada 450. JetBlue 2236, flight level 350. JetBlue 2236, recognize. Center JetBlue 2236, flight level 350. JetBlue 2236, recognize. Delta 1366, center today. JetBlue 2236, contact center 119er 37. 119er 37, 2236. Air Canada 450, when you're ready, descend by level 240. Well, it's ready down to 240, Air Canada 450. Air Canada 450, contact center 13505. 13505, Air Canada 450. Delta 1366, contact center 12802. 12802, Welcome to E36 350. JetBlue 836, surrender today.
Good idea, Jim. Patty Boy knows his stuff. Hey, I'm trying to get my wife to want to move out to Arizona. We can start our own little Boeing club out there.
JetBlue 836, contact center 11937. 1937, JetBlue 836.
All right, Saturn. What are we looking at? 10.5 on the fuel. We're at 11 right now.
8 Romeo Juliet.
Looking pretty good.
Just for information, there is some active military airspace between yourself and Syracuse. This will be officially signed by the next controller, but you plan to be at least 17,000 or below.
I wonder if Pat's doing a ride today. Maybe I'll catch his flight later on tonight if he's doing one.
November 88 Romeo Juliet. For further contact center 13505. 13505. Good afternoon, Maple 7590, level 290. Maple 7590, center today. Maple 7590, whatever Maple 1. Let's go on for Maple 7590, thank you.
Even some of the lakes down there look frozen. Pretty cool. Should be in range now. 135 to 140 knots it's swinging up to. That's a nice wind whacking us.
249 to 6650 on today. Good afternoon, Drew, 1989, weather running 350. We got this continuing job here.
And, sorry, was that, Rouge 1989?
It sure is, Rouge 1989, level 350.
Rouge 1989, Sunshine, good afternoon. Sounds like we're starting to get a little bit of light chop at most altitude.
Okay, is any better lower?
Rouge 1989, unconfirmed, lower is available if you want to give it a try though.
Alright, I'll ask the boss. Stand by.
Watch up 276, just check with Montreal, they're saying light chop at most altitude.
Thanks for that, please. Air Canada 452, question 21
Air Canada 452, center hello, flying flight level 270, potentially a little bit of light chop ahead.
Okay, flight level 270, okay, 452.
Jet 276, contact center 135, decimal 6 so long.
Hello, what are you doing?
Hi.
Hey, that's your setup?
What was that?
Is that your setup?
Yes, this is in my home.
Nice!
Yeah, it's in my garage, actually.
On the bond 1 heavy,
Impressive!
and proceed direct 2 through back.
So you guys did that cockpit right.
So the company, Flight Deck Solutions, a company in Canada, was the one that built this. And I had one of our ITs come down here. We put it together in a week.
In a week? That's pretty fast.
Yeah. Everything was all prefabbed. It was probably about a 6 or 8 month lead time, waiting for everything to get done. The quick way to do it.
That's no screen. Are you doing like a 360, like, I need to make all the screen to make sure it give you a whole 360 screen without even changing the camera angle. That's cool.
Yeah, I've got 3 75-inch monitors that I'm running on the outside.
Wow.
Give me this view. It actually gives me the view from basically my shoulder blades, 180 degrees on out.
Yeah, that's nice.
So the monitors are about 8 years old now. So when I replace them, I'm going to replace them with 385-inch monitors. I'm going to bump them up from 75 to 85.
Even if it's under age, it still look good.
Yeah.
Hey, are you currently going to North Seattle?
Am I going where?
Like currently, where are you? I'm looking directly into your...
Yeah, I'm in Chile. I'm down in Chile. I'm just getting ready to move into the, was it Puerto MONTT area? I'm heading into SCET. SC. It's Sam, Charlie, Edward, Thomas. SCET.
Now what my stream start from CKC. If you want to cut, you know where the ticket.
Let's see. Might be able to bring this up here. Let's take a look at that and view that. See if that'll show up. It might not show up on your screen.
Yeah, I mean, the navigation screen kind of blocking the small screen you're currently not using. But that's okay.
Oh, the one over here on the left, yeah. It should pop out here on the bottom, but I think I already...
Yeah, I see it.
You guys have to...
How to see the names.
But right now, yeah, we're heading into, was it DePaul International? SCTE. From Carlos Ibanez. Yeah, I don't think that's going to pop up on there. 184 miles at top of descent. 324 to go. It's amazing. All the clouds have been on the east side the entire ride.
Yeah, that's cool.
That should be 50.
Delta 1153, center plane level 370 identified. Should start to expand out shortly for you.
Okay, thank
PMDG has performed beautifully.
Rear 1792, center connection by plane level 350.
You guys have the wear and tear mod for the 737?
The wind?
The wear and tear.
I mean, I know I run the real weather.
No, I'm not talking about weather. I'm talking about the wear and tear mod for the 737.
Okay, you were muffled. I can't make out what you're saying. Something about 737 land?
You use the wear and tear mod in the 737.
Oh, the wear and tear. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, in the CDU you're talking about. Yeah, I don't use it. That I don't use.
Okay.
Yeah. 153 knot wind smacking us now. Oh yeah.
So yeah, yesterday I started using SkyChart for flying. And it's a useful thing. I actually like SkyChart.
Yeah.
Foxtrot.
Yeah, I pretty much use Navigraph charts for the most part.
I know, but my problem, it costs money.
Yeah. Well, I was using like JetView a while back, and that was a fortune. That was a lot of money compared to Navigraph charts.
It doesn't need almost just like Adobe. They have no like competitors. So you know that's why it costs money. Like Adobe.
Yep. Exactly. Eric? Oh, I'm on Discord, Eric. I'm on a voice channel on Discord. Someone on YouTube asking me who I'm chatting with. Under 300 miles to go. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any control over the volume outside of my own setup, Eric. All the individuals that talk on Discord, it's based on their hardware settings and how they have it set up, how close the mic is to their mic, whether or not they have any noise reduction and whatnot. So that's going to vary depending on who's on and who's talking. I shouldn't be distorted though. My voice should be pretty good.
safely able to direct T7 on course, Porto 191. I do.
141 miles atop of descent. We're getting there.
Terminal, Tiger Cherokee Golf, Officer Charlie Hotel. Oscar Charlie Hotel, Oscar Charlie Hotel, 2 miles to the northeast of the Charlie Ridge, 2,400, last point of Burlington, requesting flight following to Niagara Falls. Oscar Charlie Hotel, Roger, squawking code of 4360. Squawk 4360, Oscar Charlie Hotel. Roger.
And what do we have?
95,000, quarter 491.
A little over 200 miles before we end up on the arrival chart. And ESGOR, we should have 9.4 on the fuel. We're at 9.8. All in all, a beautiful ride. Oh, I'd have to go take a look at Discord and see if I can do that on that end. The only thing is that monitor is behind my center visual. All the computers are back behind these monitors. I'll have to fool around with that. Should be one now. That looks great. No, no rain this flight. Well, in the real world, we didn't really get much from that hurricane. We got maybe 1 or 2 bands. The outer bands, that was pretty much it.
American 1488 for stretch Syracuse. I think that might keep you away from some weather just north of your current track.
I'm sure the panhandle is going to get slapped hard, man. I wouldn't want to be there now. Man. They are going to get beat up.
American 1488, descent flight level 270. 270, American 1488, contact 12577.
Yes, sir. Pretty much the same flight here at 34. I know we were expecting a jump shot. We have good rides anyway.
Down in the 20s, maybe. No promises, or maybe up at 38, that's the 27 night. Today started off as a really good day for rides, and it's just gone straight down.
Yeah, I can concur with that. We have close to 38.
So we're at Mach .8. We're boogieing. Still got that 147 knot crosswind slapping us.
At the 136 center, higher shortly. And the rides are not good today, at the 136, so let me know that for...
Beautiful view that never gets old.
Yeah, I just had reported moderate.
That should be in view now.
Moderate, and we've got reports of traffic everywhere. 2790 Toronto 2437. 2437. United 679, descend flight level 240. 2136, climb flight level 370.
330,
Under 100 miles to top of descent now. 235 to go. Let's have one more look. I know we're good though.
I'm about to talk to Signal Center. I'll try and get an update for United 2284.
5, 4, 3.
Double 136, climb flight level 370.
right, climb to 370, go up to 136.
American 194, climb flight level 410.
6, 1,
Flight level 410 now for American
3, and then
American 194, contact 12437.
12437, up to 410, American 194.
you're in.
Contact getting FA 812,
FA12 heavy at center flight level 370. Day 12, proceed direct to the hank intersection.
354.
That is 1204 for Newark procedures, descend now flight level 330.
Good, good, good. And land. Out is good. And don't think we're in range yet. 100 some odd miles to go before we hit that. Top of descent in 76 miles. You can see it right here for yourself. I should get my screen, 75 miles.
Southwest 2769, is that any better?
Yeah, it's a little better here, 2769.
And 55. All right, Jim, listen, I'm glad you stopped by, man. Okay, maybe I'll catch you on your next run. Glad you got your AC back up and running.
Southwest 2769, descend flight level 370.
That's a 370,
So that's just over an hour since we left the airport.
West of the active weather south of you, you're going to have traffic everywhere. All right, thanks. Center JetBlue 11, JetBlue 11, anticipate good message for business like all altitudes. That's a central.
What's up, jet driver? How you doing, man?
American 1109,
Almost ready to start out descent on the back end. Another great ride from PMDG.
continuous light chop, that's everywhere.
MS 2020 has been performing beautifully.
Toronto, Delta 1844, flight level 35.
Delta 1844, pleasant.
Rod, gonna get better, or are we gonna pick up
Oh, the clouds are cool.
Option number 2. Give us weather direct. Okay, we'll take that.
It's been a nice smooth ride.
JetSmart 535, contact 11937. Delta 1844, contact center 11937.
11937, Delta 1844, good night.
Look here.
Zero, we are clear, we're down, heading 062.
Jordan 8264, have you level 370 center, hello? Proceed direct to Mike Sierra Sierra, of course.
Sorry, Mike Sierra Sierra.
And that is going to be, what do we have here?
JetBlue 2235, contact 133.87.
3387, JetBlue 2235.
Breaker 3649 at 290 center, hello. Light top safety and moderate outside all altitudes.
What do we got? 45 miles at top of descent. I'm going to go get my last drink before we head on down. Be right back.
United 2420, descent level 240.
Everything about 240, United 2420. Toronto to the 264 now. The only right for full flight level 3 depending on our route.
Journey 8264, I'm going to report that light occasional moderate shock report is all altitudes.
264, thank you.
American 2763, on your right at 370. Thank you. Jordan 8264, I'm ahead of your position by 70 miles. I have a report from a 737 of continuous light shock.
Copy, clear, continuous flight, continuous movement, keep it over to the 64.
Thank you. Cathay 846, heading at 370, hello. United 2420, contact center 135.62.
3562, United, 2420.
Cathay 846, heavy procedure to Kingston, India Gulf, November, of course.
Cathay 846, heavy.
Jordan 7335, hello, flight level 280.
That should hold me to the end.
United 2026, hello, distance 080, Papa. EJ just light occasional moderate report of all altitudes, descent by level 240.
Stand by level 240, we have United 2026.
Cathay 846, heavy contact 119er, decimal 37K.
1937, Cathay 846, heavy, yes.
Eagle 3596, contact center 134.157.
3457, Eagle 7596 tonight.
United 2026, contact center 135.162.
What do we have? 16 miles top of descent. Let's get them back in their seats.
Order 246, contact departure 128 Buffalo. 128, order 246.
Make sure I'm on terrain. Cody, full view.
And surveillance services are turn right, thanks. And hold in that break. For 947, we can climb 8,000 now.
2,400.
For 944, lead 5 for 2 now on the approach, contact center 118.2.
24944, I'm looking at
You too.
Center Jet 950, set number 203 for 230. Jet 950, center Marco 250. Climb 250, Jet 95. Air Canada 614, 200 for 230. Air Canada 614, 1.43, 370, Air Canada 614. Air Canada 416,
Some fierce winds up here. The whole ride. 130, 140 some odd knots. Ooh-wee. And we're on our way down.
Good afternoon, Envoy 4074, is flight level 270. Envoy 4074, Volvo. Center November 504, November 504, Whiskey Victor, Center Photo 412.
Nice little peekaboo with the clouds here.
Exec Jet 678, Center Photo 390.
135 miles to end of flight. So at Corco, we should have 8.4 in the fuel. We're at 8.5 right now. Come on down. Yeah, I've been trying to get out of the States for a little bit. I did a flight or two out in Canada and saw the mountains and the clouds in 2020 look really great. I figured, you know what? Time to leave the States for a little while. Go jumping around. And the view has just been amazing. The cameras don't do it justice. Not at 1080p.
Mabel 7728, Center Photo 350.
USS 250 at 20.9, 230.
WestJet 250, Center, hello, Marco 390.
390.
I find I do more sightseeing in 2020 than I've done in any other simulator. The views are that good.
I've had no complaints. 330 is available. Good afternoon. Let's move our request. April 7728, descent level 33. Setting to Air Canada 496, descent when ready, level 240. Air Canada 456, roger,
Man, that is simply amazing. What a view. Man.
It's, hey there. Some system you've got set.
Hi, thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what, I'm interested to see what 2024 is going to bring to Jet Driver. It's going to be interesting. I really want to see if they can kick up these map textures. That's going to be interesting. So what do we have? We have 111 miles to end the flight now. We should be coming up on this approach chart real soon. Yeah.
Is that a commercial simulation setup you've got there?
It's a commercial
Is that homemade?
It's in my no. This is a commercial setup made by Flight Deck Solutions. It's a company up in Canada, but it's in my home though. I have it in my 2-car garage.
Presume you don't park your car in your 2-car garage.
Yeah, the car actually sits out in the driveway. Baby,
yeah, absolutely, right.
We got a little ways to go before we hit this chart here.
Air Canada 600, climb by level 350. Level 350.
So far, there have been no surprises with 2020 or PMDG. It's been a beautiful ride.
I haven't flown the PMDG yet. I'm still concentrating on my Airbus.
Oh, Airbus, yeah.
Yeah.
When I built this 8 years ago, trying to get parts for an Airbus were pretty much impossible. I think why most of the individuals early on went for the 737 parts were just that much more easily to get. Now, you can pretty much build whatever flight deck you want. The parts are available everywhere, which is nice.
Yeah.
And we're finally seeing the software catch up to the hardware, where we can actually utilize all the CPU, or most of it, as well as the GPUs now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to 2024. I mean, I've got a decent enough PC, but I think 2024 will just make things that bit more easier on people.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they're going to bring to the table. It's going to be interesting.
Exciting times. Look at that big, beautiful full moon. Oh, you're flying daytime. I'm living in Scotland, and so I've just flown out of Edinburgh. And yeah, we've got a beautiful big full moon here.
Yeah. Nice little peekaboo in the clouds here too. What was that? Oh, Patty boy. Oh, you know what? I'm on my way down. Patty boy, I'll have to talk to you in a little bit, my brother. The 757, yeah. The 767 jet driver was actually my favorite aircraft. A long time ago, it was built by a gentleman that ended up flying the real deal. I can't remember his name now. Well known. I said if I see his name, I'll know it. But that was my favorite aircraft up until I decided to build my flight deck, and the parts that I could get at the time, really for what I wanted, was 737NG. But yeah, 767's nice. The 737NG is nice because they're all short hauls. You're not sitting at cruise for 5, 6, 8, 10 hours, which I really don't want to do. I don't think I could physically do it anyway. We should be popping on that chart real soon. This is just absolutely stunning. I'm definitely going to be doing more flights out of the States. No doubt about it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
We have request for 37, initially climbing flight level 310. Okay, 310.
Yeah, I hear you, jet driver. After a while, they grow on you. She's a little bit sluggish picking up on this speed. I know you don't have the primary flight display, but the CDU's got 273 in here. We're in the 260s. And she's slowly creeping up, and yet the throttles aren't moving. So PMDG needs to take a look at that. And we're below 18, so local pressure, they're already in their seats. What do we have at 18? Yeah, bleed air panels already on auto. Land altitude's already in. Passenger signs on. Auto brake selected. You're slipping there, Johnny. Flight instruments and radios are set. Meter is set for local QNH recall. And VREF and minimums are in. Thanks. Yeah, these monitors, they provide a really great view. Man, I'm surprised we're not on this chart yet. We are on here, right? I believe we're connected. Oh yeah, look at that. We're going to drop right below this layer. Yeah, beautiful. Man, I like the way MS 2020 does the water. It's as if the winds are blowing in different directions. Really nice job. Beautifully done. Right, we should be popping on this chart now. 3.5 miles out. Unless this chart's not one of those moving map charts. Might not be. I'm thinking maybe not. And 5-7. It's interesting. Let's see if we can do it this way. Interesting. I guess it's not a moving map display.
Cargo 192, contact center on 13457.
Let's see if that frequency's on. need any speed brake on the way down this go around. That's with a cost index of 30.
American 360 Heavy, contact Park 124.35. 124.35, American 360.
Just guess they just don't work. That's up to 10.
T-1 61, 65, 22 left, 265, 6 takeoff.
And I've got terrain. 10,000 exterior lights. I'll just start select this is panel set terrain. Oh yeah.
Tier 1, and remember keep it left, line right. Tier 1, line right, 7, left.
And this is one beautiful ride. One looks great. Nice to see those massive winds starting to calm down now. Well, I know what I'm doing here, so, and since you're not working, see if the airport's going to work here. Man, this has been an amazing ride. Absolutely beautiful. Nothing unexpected at all. We're on tower, ground is on standby.
Left,
26 miles to end the flight. That should actually pull it out. Nice crosswind. 23 knots. 279. And we're looking at an hour and a half since we left the runway. runway. Yeah, why we start slowing down?
You want that more right? That doesn't matter. Just give me enough turn space. That turn is split up. Turn 1248 right angle, right kilo, release stop 9 and pass ramp 6. Right. You go straight to the ramp fast, stop 9, 130.57.
That's at the 210.
Alright, we're just going to run in the second 45. Regard 4753 inbound 27 right. You stop for Sonoma County, call sign regard 4753, clear line line 27 right, west 2806. Seven land 27 right, regard 4753. Regard 4553 to the kilo 3, spot 9 at County Grand. Kilo 3, spot 9, 445.
We're on the sheet now.
Regard 4753, you are number 1 on a 27 line, clear line, fast off to the left, will be closed. 1, clear line 279, regard 4753.
Cool view.
About 60 point, let's go, thank you, 35, clear
Man,
line.
that's one heck of a crosswind.
About 623, calling at 3 5, clear line, west 2806. 5, clear line. Regard 4753, right turn, kilo 4, and that'll be
Get down.
November, spot 8, County Grand. Kilo 4, kilo number, November, spot 8, contact ground, regard 4753.
15, speed check. You're going to 3. Yeah, beat you to it, Johnny. B25. On down. Yeah, give me 30. Alright. Lights, engine start signs. Auto brake, speed brake, flaps. They've been notified. 10 notifications about brake light flaps. Look at that crosswind. This is going to be interesting. That's pretty cool. That's a nice view. I know that camera's not doing that justice. Wow.
2500.
Man, that's beautiful. And let's bring up the input now, shall we? That is one amazing This is all PMDG. Giving me a nice, beautiful ride. Man, that crosswind is still holding. Down to 19, down to 16. This is cool. Shadows from the clouds, man. Beautiful. Let me get a view now. My bird.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing. Beautiful ride, baby. Beautiful ride.
50, 40, 30, 90, 10.
Oh yeah. Test. TA. We're going to go down to the end and come back. Yes. Let's get you.
14, let's see. RJ7 with 35
What an amazing ride, man. Hey, those crosswinds had me a little nervous on the way in.
67 right November, not the high speed, and Kilo Spot 8, contact correct it up.
Alright, we'll take Kilo Spot 8 American 1367, thank you.
Contact 602 Mike Bike Tower, IVAN.
You, and let's go to tower.
1886, you with me?
1886, we're checking in information. Papa, we were told to go to spot 2. We do need full length.
1886, Roger. Runway now left, that should be a Zulu Sierra. Let's put it in.
Exterior lights, APU, yeah, APU's up and running. Your damp is off. Window heat switches as needed. They're off. Probe heat switches are off. Engine wing any ice off. Engine start selectors as needed. They are off. Auto brake is off. Speed brake. Auto brake, speed brake, flaps are up, transponder, TA, auto, weather radar to test. Good to the gate. Well, for those of you that joined me, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a pretty cool ride, man. I enjoyed that immensely. Let me turn my clock off. APU is up.
6085, I do. That heavy on the other side is going to be pulling out in front of you here in just a moment. Once they're out of our way, I'll get moving again.
And let's see, that's been about a minute.
Behind them, runway 9 left, that should be a November kilo as soon as it's out in front of you. Start moving. November kilo, 9 left.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pick a gate, any gate. Alright, so taxi light, you can come off, and let's kill number 2. And we got the next gate.
6216, runway 9 left, that should be a November kilo. And last November kilo. Puma 6085, 9 left, that should be a November kilo.
Yeah. Off. Any collisions off. You're off. Menu. And service. Set the chocks. Give me ground. Give me air. Let's get these doors open. We've got ground. Yeah. We're on ground air. You're off. You're off. You're on standby. Off. What do we have? Electrical power, APU at ground. We're on ground. APU bleed. We're on unconditioned air. Fuel cutoff levers to cut off. Any collision lights are off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We've got position lights. Flight directives are off. Chocks in position. Brakes are off. That's a wrap. Alright, everybody. For those of you that joined me today, I hope you had fun, man. I had a blast. This is another great ride in PMDG and MS 2020, man. This has been quite a few good flights. The only issue I have now is when the 2 CDUs and my OBS monitor go out of sync for some reason. I'm still trying to figure out what the deal is there, but so far, no good. Anyway, this flight was, what, an hour and 40 minutes from runway to runway. I didn't start the clock from gate to gate. I didn't want to lean over. I hurt my shoulder, so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that ride, and I'll catch you on my next run. I do believe my wife came here a couple of minutes ago, said dinner's ready, so I'm going to go get something to eat. Maybe I'll come back and I'll do the reverse run, maybe. I don't know, because this was pretty cool. All right, everybody. Take care. I'll catch you on my next run.
Say again for ramp control. Yeah, the 3-4 aircraft 8 Alpha Bravo on Alpha 26. Look for the push to the 4 Austin. 8 Alpha Bravo, pretty ramp. Push is approved, tail east on shooter, advise taxi. Advise to move forward, sorry. Alright, copy that. 8 Alpha Bravo, tail, and we'll call. American Repo 8 Alpha Bravo, spot 2, contact ground point 9. Alright, 8 Alpha Bravo, contact ground. Ground Repo aircraft 8 Alpha Bravo, spot 2, Falcon 4 hard stand. Repo aircraft, speed hard stands, let me know when you're clear to go yet. Alright, 8 Alpha Bravo, to the 4 in the call. That's good, 4719 off Bravo 3 taxi.